End of the ball for LBC. Around now for Mackenzie Smith. And around comes Hickey. All the way across for Tilton. Lane to the basket. Tilton up with the floater. No good. Rebound taken there by Mackenzie Smith. Chargers will reset the shot clock. Now around for Hickey, her first touch. She enters today 17 points away from 1,000. Around for Tilton again. Short drive with her right. Around there for Steiner. Three-pointer there by Smith, no good. Rebound bounces around, taken by Graves. Christine Graves with it, now out for Steiner. 5 on the shot clock. Hickey with it here. She'll look to drive, now she'll pull up, jumper. Bounces around and good.
Excellent, I'll tell you, it's good to see them on the glass early. This is a team that rebounds well, Penn State Schuylkill, and to get 2 offensive rebounds on the first possession should bode well for the Chargers today.
So now Hickey 15 away from 1,000 as she gets the Chargers on the board, 2-0 in favor of the home team. Tipped away, stolen there by Smith. She'll go down and laid in for 2.
Little ball pressure, gets the turnover and a little run out.
This is Penn State Schuylkill's first game of the season. Chargers open play on Thursday evening, falling to Penn State Harrisburg 57-45 in Middletown, Pennsylvania. So some early season basketball here as the Chargers look to get a few wins under their belt before they start conference play later in November. They're working around now for Alyssa Gerber. And now for Tushenko. Short jump put up a 3, no good. Rebound taken there by Edge.
Looks like Penn State Schuylkill trying to really spread the floor with a little 5-out offense.
Jumper there by Gerber goes. Tilton looks inside. Goes there for Smith and it's good.
A strong move at the basket for Smith.
She's got 4 early points and the Chargers are leading 6-2. Quickly, men's soccer action. The Chargers now trail Grace 3-2 in the final minute. Grace has scored twice in the final 5 minutes to come back from a 2-1 deficit. See, the Chargers can't get one late. We'll keep you updated. Right now, though, Edge, she'll turn to her right off the glass. No good. Rebound taken there by Gerber. Pass ahead for Graves, no good. And it'll be Penn State ball.
Chargers turned the ball over 22 times last game. It's going to be important for them to protect that basketball. Want to limit those turnovers there this afternoon.
Essex Johnson will come into the game for Schuylkill. Mini Lions with just 6 players today. Rod, that's got to be tough late in the game, possibly for Penn State Schuylkill, which is 6.
Sure, if you're the Chargers, you really want to get up and down the floor today and kind of utilize that as a strength. An advantage
for sure. Inbounds pass here for Perez. Picked off, but they'll stay with the Nittany Lions as it goes out of play off of number 12, Mackenzie Smith. This is the first of 13 home games this season for the Chargers. They'll play 7 of them prior to Christmas break. So lots of dates this season to see the Chargers here at Horse Athletic Center. Inbounds pass nicely goes to Tishenko. Blocked though by Tilton and out of play.
That's great posterior defense right there to not jump too early, but to wait and time that very well. It's a nice block shot.
Inbounds pass to Tishenko again. Along the line and out of play.
Chargers have been successful early on here in the half-court offense. We'll see if that continues.
Hickey with it up top now, around for Steiner. Down low for Graves. Steiner moves it around for Smith, all the way around for Hickey. She'll head towards the basket. Blocked off there, back out for Tilton. Around for Steiner. Looking inside for Graves, has her. Graves return, nothing there. She'll go back out for Steiner. She'll shoot the long shot. No good, rebounded there by number 24, Gerber. Gerber, a nice inside presence thus far for the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, sure has been, and this is a team that historically rebounds well. I think last year they were about a plus 15 on the rebound margin, so that's certainly going to be a strength for them.
Another block there by Tilton. Hickey quickly ahead for Smith. She'll get to it. Ball knocked away from her. Let's go out of bounds off of Penn State Schuylkill, so the Chargers will keep it.
I like the aggressiveness so far from the Chargers team, really looking to get early kicks and runouts. Certainly that tempo is going to play to their advantage today.
Nice inbounds pass to Smith, layup good.
Great screen at that elbow, had her coming onto that weak side, and a great pass from the inbounder.
2 assists already for Tilton. Smith's got 6 of the 8 points for the Chargers. Worked around here to Perez. Steiner right there on her. Picked off by Smith. Smith another whole way down, layup good. Smith's got 8 points. The Chargers lead 10-2. Timeout Penn State. Schuylkill will take it with them. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network.
And the 30-second timeout is taken by the Nittany Lions.
Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Chargers in front 10-2 over Penn State Schuylkill midway through the first quarter. Hope Hodges into the game for the first time for LBC. She'll replace Mackenzie Smith, who had a terrific opening 4.5 minutes for the Chargers. Foul called there on LBC.
Just a little slow on that defensive play right there. Trying to beat her to a spot. Just picked up the defensive block.
Hickey's first foul, team's first. Schuylkill will inbound the ball here for LBC. Excuse me, for Penn State Schuylkill. Inside for Gerber, off the glass and good.
If you can execute those baseline out of bounds plays, you can certainly put yourself in an advantage, score a few points on the board off of those blobs. It's a great help to your offense.
Hodges with it here. She'll work around, pass picked off. All the way back down goes Edge. She'll try with the left, no good, gets her own rebound, tipped away. Good job by Hodges to take that one. Back for Hickey here up top. Around for Tilton, looking for Graves inside, nothing there. Hodges thought about it for a second, now she'll go for Tilton. Drives baseline, kick out for Graves. No good, rebound taken there by Edge.
That's a solid pop from Graves out of the post. That's a nice little jump shot. I think they would take that again.
You know, that's a play they liked to run a lot last year with Goyak. He will come off the bench today for the Chargers as she works her way into basketball shape after playing a full volleyball season. Tishenko will take the three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken there by number 15, Essence Johnson, but she traveled. Inbound pass will go for Hope Hodges. Freshman for the Chargers from Florida. I'm sure the weather is nicer there today than it is here in Lancaster.
Sure it is.
Hodges will shoot the three. No good. Rebound bounces around, taken by Steiner, and she's fouled. Nice hustle play by Leah Steiner.
I think the Chargers are going to have to do a little bit better from the behind the arc. I know they struggled there on Thursday night. That was great ball movement and an open jump shot. I think Coach Vanderhoff needs a few of those to fall.
Steiner will head to the free throw line for two. Foul was on number 13, Edge. First free throw is good.
Nice to see Steiner hit that. I know that was not one of her strengths last year from the free throw line, so it looks like she's done some work the summer and off season to be better prepared this year. That's great.
The aforementioned Goyak will check in for the first time for the Chargers. As Steiner shoots the second of her free throws. No good. Rebound taken by Goyak. You'll learn that, Rod. Three-pointer by Hickey. You betcha. Hickey knocks down the first three-pointer of the season for the Chargers, and they now lead 14-4.
It's a great opportunity when you can get an offensive rebound and the defense is collapsed to kick that back out for an open three, and she buries it.
Taken here by Tushenka. She'll drive. No good. Rebound taken there by Tilton. 3-on-1 here for the Chargers. Bounce pass to Hickey. Layup good. Another assist for Tilton. Hickey's got 7 points, 10 to go for 1,000.
And the tempo early on is causing Penn State Schuylkill a little trouble, not getting back defensively.
Shanko again. She'll pull up now for Gerber. Deep three-pointer by Gerber. No good. Rebound taken there by Hodges. Ahead for Goyak. Around for Tilton. She'll lay it up. No good. Rebound taken there by Tilton. She's fouled. Foul's going to be on number 13, Edge. That's her second. Team second.
Penn State's definitely going to need Gerber to shoot well from the perimeter if they're going to get back into this game.
Hickey will inbound the ball. She'll find Goyak. Around for Hickey. Out for Hodges. Back to Hickey. Nice pass. Fumbles it a bit. Steiner retrieves it now back to Hickey. 20 on the shot clock. Around for Steiner. Looking inside for Goyak. Out for Tilton. She'll take the three-pointer. No good. Rebound taken there by number 15, Johnson, but it's gotten back by the Chargers. Hickey will take the three-pointer. You betcha! Hickey knocks down another three. She's got 10. 4 assists for Tilton. The Chargers are up 15.
She looks comfortable out there shooting today for sure.
Looking into the corner. Graham has it now. She's going to be fouled by Steiner. First on Steiner, second for the Chargers here in the first quarter.
She's certainly pressuring up on the ball a little bit here today, and it's caused a few early turnovers, and it's given them fits.
Sonia Nelson will check in for the first time for LBC. Sherilyn Perez back on the floor for the Nittany Lions. And an offensive foul. It's going to be on number 10, Tushenko. Third team foul in the quarter. Chargers will inbound. Hodges will bring the ball up the floor. Traveling call.
It's like she noticed Courtney Goyak underneath open and just thought twice about making that pass and ended up traveling.
Shanker here with the ball. She'll work here for Edge. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken underneath the basket by number 1, Perez. And a 3-second call is going to be called on the Nittany Lions.
3-second violation call on the Nittany Lions.
Kind of a tough call on Perez there. She did a great job of offensive rebounding and finding another player underneath the bucket, but just didn't clear the lane in time.
Here's Hickey again, open for 3. You betcha! Hickey knocks down another one. 4 points to go for 1,000. I thought we'd be talking about this in the second half, Rod, not the late first quarter.
She certainly doesn't seem to have any butterflies about the milestone here today.
Ahead, pass by Hodges for Goyak, lays it in for 2.
Says a lot about Hickey right there, where she maybe had an open shot, but she elected to give it up to a teammate. It was a fantastic assist.
Terrific all-around play there by the Chargers. Edge picks up her 3rd foul already for the Nittany Lions. So Edge is going to have to sit for a while now with 3 fouls, 1:12 to go here in the first quarter. Goyak's free throw no good, rebounded though by Hickey. Inside for Goyak, layup no good. She'll get it again, layup good this time.
Yeah, not a lot of options for Coach Killing on the bench there too, with the early foul trouble.
Gerber with the here, back out for Tashenko. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Chargers lead 26-4. Around now for Tashenko again. She'll move it over to Graham. Into the corner for Gerber. She'll drive, now back out for Tashenko. 4 on the shot clock. Out for Gerber. She'll put up a deep 3-pointer. No good. Rebound taken there by Tilton. 30 seconds to play, about a second difference with the shot clock and the game clock. Hickey will pull up, jumper. No good. Rebound there by Goyak. She'll lay it up, but she's fouled.
Certainly seen today why Courtney Goyak's one of the best defenders in the nation, Division III. Does a great job of attacking the glass on her shots and others.
First free throw is good for Goyak. She's got 5 points and 3 boards already. Second one good as well.
And it is nice when your bigs can shoot free throws. That's a definite benefit.
Yep. That's something I know Goyak pays attention to a lot, as she's fouled a lot inside, as you can imagine. Tashenko will bring it up around now for Gerber. 10 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Bumped into there. Turnover, stolen by Hickey. She'll go down. 2 seconds to go, and she'll lay it in. No assist there. And we'll have a stoppage here with 0.4 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. 0.8. So it'll be 0.8 seconds. I'm not sure if Gerber got the wind knocked out of her there. She sort of dropped the ball and slumped over a bit. Hickey took it and raced down the floor. She's got 15 points now, so she'll be 2 away from 1,000 as we head to the second quarter here in just a moment. Again, hope Gerber is okay.
It looked like she may have taken something to her face there. There was one of her teammates trying to set a screen for her and had a little collision there. Trainer attending to her. Hope she is okay.
So the Chargers lead 30-4 here in the first quarter. They're shooting 57% from the field. Gerber up here. Seems to be okay, a little shaken up. Again, hope that she's okay, but couldn't ask for much more from the Chargers here this far in the opening quarter.
It's certainly a lot of offense in 10 minutes to put 30 points on the board, and I think they've utilized some quick runouts, and when Caitlin is shooting well from the perimeter, that puts points on the board in a hurry.
So Gerber's walking off under her own power. Again, shaken up, but seems to be okay. So 0.8 seconds to go. The Lions will inbound the ball here, and that will be the end of the first quarter. We'll take a short break here. Chargers lead 30-4. We'll come right back to you here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center. Chargers are in front 30-4.
Coming out in a zone right now. Looks like they played that for the last few possessions of the first quarter.
Perez now on top of Tashenko. Around now for Johnson, back to Tashenko. He'll take the deep three-pointer. No good. Rebound bounces around. Taken there by Goyak. Hodges with it now. She'll race up the floor quickly for Becca Lucente, her first minutes of the afternoon. Back to Hodges. In there for Smith. Shot no good. Gets her on rebound. And now for Hodges. Hodges up top for Lucente. Around now for Nelson. And now Smith up top for Hodges. Back for Smith. Down now for Goyak. She'll head to the basket. Up and underneath. Layup good.
It's a nice little baseline drive from Goyak. I didn't know she had that in her arsenal.
Every so often she'll drive baseline like that, but certainly something the Chargers would love to see her do more of this season. As the ball's worked down low here by the Nittany Lions. Now back out on top for Perez. Tashenko there in the corner. She'll look to drive. Goyak's there. Hodges right on her as well. Now for Tashenko again. Jumper. No good. Taken there by Smith. Pass for Nelson just a bit high. Turnover there by LBC. Schuylkill shooting just 2 of 15 from the floor. Chargers meanwhile at 57%.
You never want to turn the ball over, really, but I think Coach can live with some of those. The team's really getting out, running wide lanes, and they're really looking for that. So
Tashenko bring the ball off the floor for Penn State Schuylkill. Bounce pass here for Johnson. Now Perez up top. Tashenko again. Nelson to move around, join the parade on her. Right down low for Edge. She'll look to spin. Up and underneath. Shot. Good off the glass.
That's an excellent spin move in the lane. Overall, Penn State Schuylkill having trouble attacking that zone.
Foul's going to be called here on Penn State Schuylkill. It's coming out number 10, Tashenko.
Nittany Lions foul on the number 6 card, Tashenko. First, second, team's first. Back in for the Nittany Lions, number 24, Alyssa Gerber.
Nice to see Alyssa Gerber come back into the contest for Penn State Schuylkill after suffering that injury late in the first quarter. Nice come around there by Lucente, lays it up for 2.
It's the second time that same inbound play worked, just on opposite sides. So Coach using that, score a couple baseline out-of-bound points.
Good job there by Lucente, who lays it in. Chargers are in front 34-6. Gerber's pass tips off at Tashenko. She'll grab it just before the half-court line there. Back for Gerber. Nelson right on her. About an 8-inch difference there in size. Tashenko now back for Graham. Around for Perez. 2 on the shot clock. No good. Rebound taken there by Hodges. Quickly up the floor for Nelson. Bounce pass inside for Smith. She'll head up. Layup. Good. Kind of put that up in traffic, Rod.
Yeah, it's a great. That's a great entry from Nelson, and I thought she had a really strong move. Smith had a really strong move on the inside with that, with 2 defenders right around her.
Smith's got 10 points, 2 in double figures now for the Chargers. She and Hickey. Tipped away by Goyak, going to go out of play. Stay with Nittany Lions.
Out of bounds, Nittany Lions ball.
Katie Baker's going to come into the game for Goyak.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 21, Katie Baker.
It's a full timeout called here by Penn State Schuylkill. We'll take a timeout with them. Chargers in front 36-6, 6:49 to play here in the second quarter. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Looking inside, deflected, and it's going to be off of Penn State Schuylkill, and Chargers ball. Hodges with it here. She'll work to the top for Mackenzie Smith. All the way around for Lucente. Up top for Nelson. She'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound off the hands of a Chargers player, out of play.
Looks like Schuylkill came out of their 2-3 zone there, play a little man in that possession. We'll see if they stick with that moving forward.
I know this is the first time you've seen them this season, but if you were coaching against LBC, what would you design as a defense just most of the time? Maybe not the whole game, but you know, what would you look for?
Yeah, the first thing is, you're going to have to do a better job of getting balance against this team. They really like to get out and run, so you need to make sure that you've got some players back, at least one for sure, and stop that transition. But it looks like, although the first game was not great from beyond the arc, that you do need to guard the three against LBC. And so if they can have some success there, it'll certainly be a good season.
Nelson with it here. Now for Smith. All the way around for Lucente. Quickly to Hodges. She'll take the three-pointer from up top. No good. Rebound taken there by number 10, Carly Tushenko.
I think the other thing that the Chargers are going to see a lot of, they've got some young ball handlers. So I imagine they're going to see some pressure here throughout the year.
Foul there on LBC. It's going to be on Mackenzie Smith. That's her first.
Chargers foul call number 12, Mackenzie Smith. Her first, team first.
Perez will inbound the ball right in front of us. And now for Tushenko. Nelson on her. Hodges on Perez. 15 on the shot clock. Now Tushenko. Pass deflected, taken there by Hodges. She'll work up the floor for Nelson. Gets it, left hand, layup good.
I really like this young Hodges player. Like, she does a great job of getting out. She looks up the floor. She finds people. Sometimes you've got guards that get the ball up, but they're not with their head up, and they miss some people up ahead of them. But she does a great job of finding them.
3 assists already for Hodges, most of them in transition. Another steal there by Hodges. Just been stronger than a couple of the Schuylkill players thus far. Nice pass again. Nelson, layup good.
You like to see him sharing the basketball like that, make the extra pass and get the layup.
(40-6) now in favor of the Chargers. Down low for Gerber. Nice pass there by Perez.
That's where I think Schuylkill's not done a great job of looking on the interior. They make a lot of perimeter passes and settle for threes. I think Gerber's a presence down there if they can find her.
Nelson here. Around for Lucente. Up top for Smith. Around for Hodges. Foul's going to be on Gerber inside. That's her first. Becca. Sorry, that was her fault. That was her fault, not yours. She just trying to check in from down here. Lucente laid in for 2.
We used to talk about if we could get 6 or 8 points off a baseline out of bounds in a game, we'd be doing well. And the Chargers have at least 6 right now off of the same baseline out of bounds play.
I guess don't fix what ain't broke. Is that the old saying? Jumper there by Gerber, no good. She gets her own rebound. And she'll lay in for 2.
Yeah, I think they need to use Gerber inside. I know she comes in shooting pretty well from the three-point line last year at about 33%, but
inside for Graves, layup good. Nice pass by Lucente.
LBC answering right back with some inside presence.
Schuylkill with the ball here. It's going to be thrown out of play by Gerber. Turnover there. Timeout coming up for the Chargers. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. Chargers in front 44-10 here on the Chargers Sports Network. Nelson around Lucente for Hodges. Baker up top. Pass is deflected. She'll get to it and now find Lucente. 13 on the shot clock. Around for Hodges. Into the corner for Nelson. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound taken there by Baker. Now Lucente. Lucente still with it. Nelson down low for Graves. She'll look to turn. Layup no good. Rebounded though by Lucente. Charges again. Three-pointer by Becca Lucente. You betcha!
They did a nice job of moving the basketball and found an open three there. And now Lucente knocks it down.
Lucente's got 7 points on 3 of 3 shooting. The Chargers are in front 47-10. Tipped away there by Baker. Good hustle play. It'll be Schuylkill ball. Becca Lucente already with a career high today, 7 points.
That's exciting.
She's helping the Chargers to this 37-point lead.
Imagine if you want a few minutes on the floor, you hit shots like that.
That's right. Foul's going to be called there on Nelson.
That call, Chargers number 2, Sonia Nelson, her first, team second.
Chargers are already with 16 assists today on 20 made field goals.
And that's a fantastic stat right there, the 16 assists on 20 made buckets. Every coach loves that.
Inside for Gerber, sorry about that, Rod. She's foul going up. Foul will be on Graves.
Foul call on Chargers number 33, Christine Graves, her first, team's third. At the line, shooting 2 from the Nittany Lions, number 24, Alyssa Gerber.
First free throws of the afternoon for Schuylkill. Graves knocks it down. Excuse me, Gerber knocks it down.
Gerber's been kind of the lone bright spot for Schuylkill here today.
Knocks down the second. She's got 10 of the team's 12 points. Nelson with it here. Around for Baker. Lucente for Hodges. Up top again for Nelson. Works it for Baker. Graves down low. That pass is kicked. It'll stay LBC ball.
We'll see. Well, they're in man right now, so we'll see a little different baseline out of bounds play.
That's right. Lucente down low for Graves. She'll look to turn. Jumper. Bounces around, no good. Gerber gets the rebound.
You'd like to see Graves get a little better position in there before she goes to make that attempt. Really seal the defender. The defender was right behind her. There was a tough play for her to make. I
think assistant coach Sherry Gorman just told her the same exact thing. She kind of gave a look in that direction and nodded. Gerber with the jumper in the paint's good. So Gerber's got 12 on 5 of 9 shooting. Chargers in front 47-14 as we hit a minute to play here in the opening half. Hodges with it now. Baker up top. Around for Nelson. Back for Lucente, and now Hodges. She'll take the jumper. It's good. Hodges knocks down her first bucket of the day, 49-14 in favor of LBC.
Whatever woes they had from the field the other night seemed to have corrected themselves.
Yes. Deshenka with it here. Back for Gerber. 10 on the shot clock. About an 8.5 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gerber tries to go left. Back now for Deshenka. She's down the middle. Little floater, no good. Rebound taken. And a jump ball.
That looked to be an ankle right there. She came down from the floater. I think she landed on someone's ankle there.
Okay, she seems to be in a little bit of pain here. Head athletic trainer Brittany Gaiman out to check on her. So again, you mentioned the Chargers shooting. Whatever struggles they had the other night, they've cured today for at least one day, as they'll look to, obviously use this game for the rest of at least the first semester as a jumping off point rather than the other night.
Yeah, sure. And the good thing for the Chargers is it's not just one or two players that have kind of found that rhythm. It seems to be, several perimeter, interior. So yeah, it looks good moving forward.
Just 2 of the 10 players dressed today without points for LBC already here in the first half. Lizzie Tilton and Katie Baker still looking to get on the scoreboard here for LBC, but yeah, the Chargers certainly doing a lot of things right here in the opening 20 minutes today.
Yeah, I do like the way they've gotten up and down the floor too. I think in the game of basketball, if you can get some easy baskets in transition, and we talked a little bit about the baseline out of bounds success that they've had here today. If you can get those kind of points, it certainly bodes well for you.
And I think the other thing too here, especially here in the second quarter, is they've gotten some freshmen and maybe some players who didn't see a lot of minutes last year, gotten them some buckets and some confidence that going forward they can know that they can play at this level.
Absolutely, and that will pay dividends as the season moves on for sure.
So Tashenko here getting some help as she walks off the floor from head coach Charles Killian as well as Brittany Gaiman. So again, if you don't turn your ankle very often, that can be sort of frightening there, even if it turns out she's okay, and obviously it appears that she's doing pretty well. It's a scary thing to have that feeling go through your leg.
Yeah, absolutely, and I know I've rolled my ankle several times over the years, and the initial piece of it does frighten you, but it's good to see her walking fairly well off the court.
So quickly here with 8 seconds to go, Hodges will bring the ball in for the Chargers. 5 seconds to go. She'll look for Lucente in the corner. Traveling violation called there on the Chargers. So Schuylkill inbounded here with 1.4 seconds to go. Not sure if they'll try anything here with 1.4 seconds to go or if they'll just inbound the ball. Pass there for Gerber. She'll give it a heave. Shot. Oh, hits the backboard if nothing else. So good attempt there at the end of regulation there in the first half. Chargers in front 49-14. We'll come back to you just prior to the start of the second half, bring you some stats in that opening 20 minutes. Chargers, though, dominating today. We'll be back in just a few moments here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Chargers in front 49-14. In that first half, the Chargers shot 58%, 27% for Penn State Schuylkill. 15 points for Kaylin Hickey, she's 2 away from 1,000. 10 points for Mackenzie Smith. Alyssa Gerber with 12 points to lead the Nittany Lions. Jump ball called there.
Yeah,
Two things
stick out to me statistically for the Chargers in the first half. The one is the 11 offensive boards and the 19 overall to their 11, but also the 4 of 9 3-point shooting.
Yep.
It seems like they've corrected some things from Thursday night.
Smith here with it, down for Graves. Inside for Steiner, around for Hickey. Now Tilton. Down low for Graves, out for Steiner. Around for Hickey. She'll take the three-pointer. Kaylin Hickey, no good. Rebound taken there by number 13, Morgan Edge.
Great flare screen from Smith there to open up Hickey for that three-point attempt.
I think word has gotten around the gym that she's 2 points away. A lot of holding of the breath there for everyone in the gym.
Yeah. You wonder if she comes out a little tense here in the second half too, kind of probably knowing she's close.
Ball knocked away from Edge. Ahead for Smith. She'll lay it in for 2.
Hickey's going to get her 1,000, but that just demonstrates again the kind of selfless player that she is. On 2 occasions, she's given up for a better shot.
Yep. Edge with it here. Around now for Johnson. Taken from her. Stolen by Smith. She'll head up the floor, lay it in for 2. I think Smith's got 6 or 8 points of her 14 today on fast breakaways, frankly.
Yeah, she's gotten some of those on her own too, kind of taking the ball from the offensive player and running out.
Chargers in front 53-14. Deep three-pointer, no good. Taken there by Smith. Her pass is deflected, gotten to though by Hickey. Down low for Graves, out for Steiner. Hickey one more time, she'll drive. Now around for Tilton. She'll step back for the 3. It's actually going to be a 2. That's a 2. Again, Hickey with the assist. Around here for Edge. And now for Gerber. They'll play catch. Edge will look to drive. She's going to be fouled there by Smith.
Chargers sitting in a little 2-3 zone here. Utilized that a little bit in the first half as well.
I believe Tashenko had some ice on her ankle there at halftime. I'm not sure she's going to be able to come back in for the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, I don't think she'll be making it back. Hope
Turnover
that
there.
gets better quickly.
Stolen there. Hickey has it. She'll loop it back and set up the offense for LBC. Steiner now for Tilton. Smith for Hickey. Hickey will drive, out for Graves. She'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound taken there by Gerber. Gerber looking for Edge. Edge will take the jumper, no good. Rebound will be shared, so it'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Nittany Lions.
There's actually a nice little backdoor cut there made by Penn State Schuylkill to open that that attempt up.
Gerber with it here. She'll look to drive baseline. Good defense there by Graves. Knocked away, taken there by Steiner. Quickly up ahead for Caitlin Hickey, and she'll lay it in for two! Caitlin Hickey becomes the 12th player in program history to score 1,000 points. She's getting congratulations from her teammates, and Caitlin Hickey with that layup becomes, again, the 12th player in program history to score 1,000, and I believe just the second or third as a junior to accomplish the feat.
Yeah, how about that? That's a lot of points. No matter how you look at it, the ball's got to go through the net quite a bit to reach that. She's certainly a great player, has a great future here yet, too. It's going to be great to see where that total ends up.
So again, Hickey gets the feed from Tilton, lays it in for two, and she's got 1,017 today, and more importantly, the Chargers have a 57-14 lead here midway through the third quarter.
They were right back to action. I'm sure she'll have opportunities to celebrate that with her teammates and family here later this afternoon for sure.
Jumper there by Edge will go. Edge gets her second bucket. Smith here now for Hickey. Around for Graves, back to Steiner. All the way across for Tilton, who's wide open. She'll take the three-pointer. No good. Rebound taken there by Graham. Knocked out of her hands momentarily, but now the Nittany Lions will come off the floor. This is Morgan Edge with the ball. She'll go to her left. Look for the jumper. No good. Rebounded there by Perez. Taken though by Hickey. Tilton up top. Steiner around for Graves. She'll take the jumper. It's good.
Good decision from Hickey there just to pull it out and try to run some offense. I think that's what Coach Vanderhoff would want to see now. Can they execute in the half court, move the ball, move without the ball?
Gerber with it here up top. Hickey right there on her. Gerber will take the shot, and she's fouled. That's going to be on Smith. That's her third. Team second.
Number 12, Mackenzie Smith, her third, team second. At the line, shooting two from the Nittany Lions, number 24, Melissa Gerber.
Gerber will head back to the free throw line. Knocks out another one. She's 3 of 3 today. Some subs here for LBC as Nelson and Hodges come back into the game. Tilton and Hickey will head out. Again, congratulations to Caitlin Hickey, recording her 1,000th point here this afternoon. Gerber, no good on that one. It'll be Chargers ball. Hodges with it here for the Chargers. Now Nelson around for Smith. Back for Nelson. Looking inside for Graves, nothing there. Smith up top, around for Hodges. She'll take the three-pointer. No good. Rebound knocked around. Taken by Nelson. Good hustle there by Sonia Nelson to get to that. Smith looking for Graves inside, has her. One dribble, layup, good. Nice pass there by number 12, Mackenzie Smith.
There's good patience offensively for the Chargers right there and settled for a nice look.
Jumper there by Gerber is good, the three-pointer.
I honestly thought we'd see a lot more of that today from Gerber, but she could certainly play inside and out.
Yeah, that was a three. Should be 20. He had it. I thought he had his hands up. What's that? Can you hit a horn? Can you hit a horn?
We're checking on that last bucket by Gerber, whether it was a 2 or a 3. Looks like it is a 3-point shot from Gerber there.
We only have 61. We only have 61. Nice shot there by Edge and gets the foul.
The hoop and the harm there. It's a great finish with the contact from Morgan Edge. Expected to see a lot of Morgan Edge today. She started 21 of the 24 games for him last year and brings back some experience, not a lot of experience on this Schuylkill team.
So Edge will look to complete the three-point play there, and no good. The Chargers will inbound the ball here. Hodges bring the ball up the floor for LBC. For Nelson. Lucente will look for Goyak. Show drive baseline, little layup, good.
That's a nice floater on the lane. The Chargers not getting too much duress from this Schuylkill defense right now, though. Seem to be doing just about whatever they want offensively.
Graham and Gerber will play catch. In for Edge. She's surrounded by white shirts. Around now for Graham, back for Edge. Good job by Nelson to shoot out onto her. And she's going to be fouled by Lucente. Fourth team foul here for LBC in the third quarter. Edge with the jumper, no good, taken by Lucente. Pass now for Nelson. She'll wait for reinforcements, and now Hodges will set up the offense. Lucente with it, into the middle for Baker. Nelson up top. Now Goyak. Hodges, she'll take the 2, no good. Good job there by Goyak, she traveled.
Love the animation of Courtney Goyak right there on responding to that traveling call.
Timeout called here by Penn State Schuylkill. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. LBC in front 63-22 here on the Chargers Sports Network. Here at Horse Athletic Center, Chargers leading Penn State Schuylkill 63-22. Alyssa Gerber with the ball for the Nittany Lions. Goyak there on her. Gerber goes behind her back. Nice move there. She'll look to go baseline. Goyak right on her. Out of play off of Gerber, and it'll be LBC ball. Good defense there by Courtney Goyak.
Yeah, it's great defense right there. Not to overextend, just to kind of keep that spot, and there was just no room around the end line.
Hodges with the bounce pass from Lucente. Up top for Baker. She'll look to get to the basket. for Goyak. Now Lucente around for Nelson. Hodges with it now, looking inside. Ball tipped, taken by Goyak. Pass right back to Lucente. And now Nelson with it. Hodges, 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer by Nelson. No good. Bounces around. Taken there by Gerber. Little hot potato in the paint for you, Rod.
It sure was.
Gerber will stop and pop. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken there by Perez. On the floor it goes. And a jump ball is going to be called. And it'll be LBC ball.
That was a great rebound by Perez. Probably didn't need the dribble. If she could have just kept that above her head, might have had a putback opportunity there.
Inbounds pass there for Gerber. Won't go. Gets her on rebound. Reset of the shot clock here. And now Johnson with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Goyak. Around now for Nelson. Now Hodges. Around for Lucente. Down low for Baker. Inside for Goyak. She'll spin. Layup, no good. They're going to get her for traveling first, though. Turnover by LBC.
It's solid offense right there to kind of get Baker to dive to the short corner and Goyak fill in that high post area. It was a right play, just moved her feet a little bit there.
Ball's deflected. Still bouncing around. Right back to number 13, Edge. And a foul is going to be called. So two shots coming up here for Edge. That's the 5th team foul for the Chargers here in the third quarter. First one's good. Edge has 7 points. She and Alyssa Gerber with the, I should say, not the bulk of the offense, all of the offense today, as they have all 23 of the points for Penn State Schuylkill this afternoon. Second one's no good.
Yeah, for Schuylkill to be successful here moving on in their season, they're going to have to get some help outside of those two girls. I know Tachenko has had a rough day from the field. I think she's probably a little better than she showed today, but they're going to need some help.
Bounce pass here for Goyak. Up top for Lucente with a minute to go here in the third quarter. Back for Lucente. She'll take the three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Goyak. Goyak has 7 boards today to go with her 10 points. Lucente will move for Hodges. In the middle for Baker. Back for Lucente. Nelson with it now. Into the middle for Goyak. Back for Hodges. Wide open three-pointer. You betcha. Hodges knocks down the triple, her first of the day. She's got 5 points, and the Chargers lead 66-23 with 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Gerber with it. Nelson right underneath her. Now for Edge. She'll go to her left. Jumper no good. Rebounded there by Goyak. Ahead for Nelson. She'll hold it for the last shot, I believe. And no, she'll take the jumper. No good. Rebounded there by Gerber. 2 seconds to go. Gerber's going to try another long one. This one not going to hit the backboard. So the Chargers take a 66-23 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Chargers in front 66-23. Hodges with it here. Hodges again, thought about it, 3 seconds to go. Up for Graves, knocked away from her. That's going to be they're going to put 1 second back on the shot clock here. So not a shot clock violation yet. Chargers are going to have to think of something quick here as they have 1 second to go.
With Schuylkill back in the zone, we'll see if they run that same baseline out of bounds play.
For Hodges, shot, no good. Ball bounces around though, and Hodges is going to get her own rebound. So Hodges catches Schuylkill sleeping a bit there and gets her own rebound. Not too many times you take a 35-footer and get your own rebound.
That's true.
On the other side of the gym.
That's true.
Schuylkill with the ball now. This is Edge. She'll look to go to her left. Now for Graham. Lucente right there on her. Back for Edge. Looking inside for Gerber. She gets loose a bit. She'll look to turn. Graves is right there. Jumper no good. Rebounded by Nelson.
Gerber did a nice job right there, just kind of sealing the defender up the lane, and it wasn't a bad pass over the top. It was a good look.
Hodges now for Lucente. Down low for Baker. Inside for Graves. Nice pass. Layup's good. I like that pass from Baker on the baseline coming into the middle.
Yeah, like freshman to freshman right there, hitting that dive right on point with the pass. It looked very nice.
24 assists on 30 buckets today for the Chargers.
I imagine that'll be something Coach talks about after the game. If you get a team to share the ball like that, you're in great shape.
Fouls there is on Graves. That's her second.
Foul call on Chargers number 33, Christine Graves, her second, team's first.
Jumper there from Gerber in the corner, no good. Rebound taken by Hodges. She'll work up the floor. Now she'll reset and set up the half-court offense for the Chargers. Looking there for Graves, and she's fouled. Perez will pick that one up for Schuylkill. Hodges for Graves on the inbound pass. Now Nelson up top. Vicente up top for Hodges. Back this way for Nelson. Vicente will take the jumper, no good. Rebound taken there by Gerber. She's got 10 now. So double-double for Alyssa Gerber, 16 points, 10 boards.
Yeah, she's done a lot for them today, offensively and defensively.
Inside look there for Gerber, no good, taken by Nelson on the rebound. Ahead for Hodges. And once again, the Chargers will set up their half-court offense. Back for Hodges now. All the way across for Lucente. Back out for Nelson. Good defense there by Schuylkill. Hodges in the middle, a little floater, good.
It's a nice little curl cut from Hodges in the lane there for the bucket.
Timeout called, 7:01 remaining, full timeout by Schuylkill. Chargers are in front, 70-23. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network.
And full timeout is called by the Delaware.
Back here, Lancaster. Lancaster Bible leads 70-23, 7:01 remaining.
So, Zach, I'm just curious, man, how tall do you think that official is?
That official on the far side, or I guess the near side with the camera, 6'8".
Yeah, he's legit 6'8".
We've had him a lot here. Actually, I recognize, I think, all these officials here today. I couldn't tell you their names off the top of my head, but I recognize them. And, yeah, when he walks by, you notice when he walks by.
Sure do.
Perez with it now for Schuylkill. All the way across for Graham. Bounce pass for Edge. Looks down low for Gerber. Graves is there. Hodges right behind. Foul's going to be called.
Been impressed with some of the freshmen coming in here for the Chargers. They really making an impact. I'm not ready to call them the Super Six like the Fab Five or anything, but they've certainly contributed. Dave Smith, especially on the point total, and future looks good
for sure. Around here for Gerber. She'll take another three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Hodges. Hodges today, 7 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. Nice opening game in Lancaster for the freshman from Florida. Lucente with it now. Around for Hodges. Into the middle for Graves. They'll play catch. Now the whole way across for Nelson. Up top for Lucente. Hodges, little floater. No good. Gets her own rebound again. Charges a reset, and now Nelson. Lucente in the middle for Baker, out for Hodges. Another try with the floater, off the glass, good, nice play.
She does look good today. As Dick Vitale would say, she's stuffing the stat sheet. She's a stat sheet stuffer supreme. Doing a lot of things well today.
Playing well here today, and we talked about it a little bit before about just gaining confidence. The Chargers are going to play some teams here coming up in that Messiah tournament that aren't like this one, but if the confidence holds, it'll be good.
Absolutely.
Nice play by Nelson.
Yeah, I think Hodges is going to be a player, a young player that they're going to have to rely on a little bit to handle the basketball, to make good decisions, and yeah, hopefully the confidence does build today.
Gerber thought about a three-pointer there. Now for Graham. Around for Perez. She'll take the jumper. No good. Rebounded there by Hodges. Up the floor come the Chargers. Bounce pass looking for Baker. She's got it underneath. Out for Nelson. She'll save it before it goes out of play. 4:45 remaining here in the game. Chargers comfortably in front. Graves with the jumper. No good. Rebound, though, goes right to Nelson. Hodges down low for Baker. She'll look to turn. Layup no good, but she's fouled. Foul called on Gerber.
I think she was bailed out there. Again, I think, like you said, Coach Gorman's probably going to be working with her this week on establishing some position, either sealing that defender up the lane or down the lane to give her a little better look at the basket.
First free throws in and out for Baker. Kenzie Smith will come back in. She'll replace Graves. Second free throw coming up. No good. Rebound taken there by Gerber. Baker's the one the Chargers got to get a point for here. Everyone else has scored. So it'd be nice if she could get a bucket here for LBC.
She certainly assisted on a couple today.
For
Maybe
sure.
she'll get a return.
Out of play, and it'll be LBC ball. Yeah, just one player today without an assist for LBC. So a great day all around for the LBC offense. Turnover there by the Chargers.
That you don't see too often. You might get a game where it's a little lopsided. You get each of the players on the board scoring, but to have everybody with an assist on it, that's impressive.
Yep. And everyone who has one has two. So it's not even just the one. So, yeah, a great day offensively here for LBC. Gerber with it now for Penn State Schuylkill. Perez with it. Back for Gerber. 15 on the shot clock, looking for Edge, going to the basket, and she's fouled by Hodges.
It's a nice little back screen set by Schuylkill to free Edge up for that cut to the basket.
Edge is 1 for 3 today from the line, now 2 for 4.
The Chargers are going to have to shore that up a little bit, you know, having some defensive help inside the lane and not get caught.
Edge knocks both free throws down. She has 9 points today for the Nittany Lions. Lucente with it, back for Hodges. Now Nelson. Back out for Smith, around for Lucente. Hodges again. She'll try the floater again, and it works.
More and more in today's game, that floater is becoming something that's really utilized, and looks like she's done some work on that.
She's got 11 points today. 4 players now in double figures for LBC. Perez back out for Gerber. Inside for Edge. Back for Johnson, now around for Graham. She'll try a jumper, no good. Rebound taken there by Hodges.
It'll be interesting to see as Hodges develops. You know, a lot of times players think, you know, you beat that first defender and your first instinct is to shoot. We'll see how she can begin reading the defenders and dropping off to some of the bigs as she progresses.
Chargers doing a great job working the ball around. That passes right to Edge. Chargers aren't taking some of these shots because of the lead that they have, but it's nice to see the ball movement and see those open looks that are going to be there eventually when they may need them.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Coach Vanderhoff's looking for right now. Are we executing in the half court? Not necessarily are we scoring, but you know, are we making great cuts? Are we making the right passes?
Jumper there by Edge, no good. Rebounded by Baker. Up ahead for Nelson. 2:10 remaining. Chargers in front, 76-25. Back around for Nelson. Now Lucente for Hodges. Back for Nelson. Now Lucente again. She'll take the 2. It's no good. Taken there by Edge. Edge has 9 points and 5 rebounds today for the Nittany Lions. Good job by her playing with 3 fouls. She picked up those 3 fouls all in the first quarter and still has the 3 here late in the fourth.
True, yeah. Wow.
Lays it up and in.
That was a strong move.
So count the bucket.
A lot of times you see players take that initial contact up around the elbow and kind of pull back, but she dug her head in there and finished with some contact.
She'll knock down the free throw, and it'll make it a 76-28 contest. 16 points for Gerber, 12 for Edge. They've got all 28 for Schuylkill. Lucente all the way around for Hodges. Moves it for Nelson. Little lane there, back out for Hodges. Looking down low for Smith, knocked around, taken there by Schuylkill.
She probably forced that one a little bit, and again, as she develops, she'll know when to make those passes and when to maybe just continue it on the perimeter.
Minute to play here. Chargers comfortably in front. This is Perez going to the basket. Layup no good, taken by Baker. Up ahead for Smith, down low for Baker. Pass misses, and a turnover there by the Chargers. Gerber across the half-court line here for the Nittany Lions. 35 seconds remaining here. Looking for Edge. Foul called there on Hodges. It's her third, team's 5th. 2 shots coming up here for the Nittany Lions.
Edge has spent a little bit of time there on the line today. That's it's been a positive for her. She's a pretty good free throw shooter. I think last year over 70%.
5 of 7 this far today. Knocks them both down. She's got 14 points. About a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. LBC going to pick up their first win of the 2018-19 season here today.
Certainly they're going to see some better competition as the season rolls on, but like you said, I think it's important you kind of gain a little confidence. You get to see what some of the young players can do, and I think they'll be excited heading into Monday night against Brandywine.
That's right. Hodges will take the three-pointer here. No good. Rebounded by Lucente. He takes the jumper. No good. There'll be 0.2 seconds on the clock. 0.3 seconds on the clock, just in case the Chargers want to toss one last one up here. And that'll do it here from Horst Athletic Center. Chargers win their home opener 76-30 over Penn State Schuylkill. For the Chargers, 4 players in double figures, led by Caitlin Hickey, who scored 17 points, just what she needed for 1,000 points. She becomes the 12th player in program history to accomplish the feat. 14 points for Mackenzie Smith. Both her and Hickey were 7 of 9 from the floor. 11 points for Hope Hodges, who also had 8 rebounds and 4 assists, and 10 points and 8 boards for Courtney Goyak. Chargers shot 52% from the field, 48 points in the paint. They also had 18 fast break points, 0 for Penn State Schuylkill. For the Nittany Lions, 16 points for Alyssa Gerber, 14 for Morgan Edge. Rod, just to close it out, great job by the Chargers today. Like you said, better competition coming up, but good confidence game, good to get in the win column. What else did you see?
Absolutely. I think, if you're Coach Vanderhoff, you're looking for a couple takeaways from today, and I think some positives were they really did do a nice job of running the floor, fill in lanes, looking for some early points. And they shot the ball well, so you're talking about that. But I think the biggest takeaway for Coach Vanderhoff is going to be the way they shared the basketball.
Yep.
If you can get a team that can play together and look for others, it's definitely a plus. So I think those are some of the takeaways for the Chargers today.
Agreed. I thought they played a great game. And again, nice to get a win. Nice to open up your home slate here with a victory. So the Chargers will move to 1-1. Schuylkill goes to 0-1. LBC right back in action here on Monday night, 7 o'clock. They'll host Penn State Brandywine. And on Tuesday, the men will open the home portion of their schedule up as they host Messiah here at Horst Athletic Center. So, Rod, good job. Game 1 in the books. We'll see you on Monday night. Have a great weekend, everybody, and go Chargers, go.